I think when my mom and dad got my brother, they were like, "Ooh, let's try again. Maybe we get another boy, and then we'll have three daughters and two sons." And then they did. And then I came out. So my dad, the border guy went to get my dad. My dad gets to the hospital, of course, pays bail. But low key, I think he was disappointed that he didn't get a boy. These are stories for the Lady Like Lusambili channel, and I'm going to be talking about me a lot on this series. And I'm going to start with how I am a great baby. Okay? I am such a great baby. You don't know how much. So, a long time ago, before my family got a phone or a landline or anything for telecommunication purposes, my mom was due for labor. She was carrying me. So it was a Sunday. I was born on a Sunday. Um, so my mom, oh look, I'm almost there. So my mom was a hard worker. Like all my siblings, she's a stay-at-home mom, a very beautiful one. I am a last born of five siblings. I'm number five. Um, we had just before I was born, my family had been moving around Western Kenya because my dad was a high school teacher and he had transfers here and there within schools and all that stuff. So finally, they settled down. They bought land. They settled down some place that they liked very much, and then they fell pregnant with me. And then now I was due for birth, and my mom is a gangster. She has this thing of, um, okay, not anymore. Oh my goodness! Right now she's just something else. But she had this thing of when she's in labor, she just tugs it out, goes to the hospital or wherever, and just delivers the baby and all of that stuff. So it was a Sunday, and my dad was home. Um, and my dad was home. So she told my dad, "I think I'm in labor. The child is coming." My dad was like, "Cool. If you've never met an unbothered person in a good way, like if it's not my business, I'm not going to care about it." So my dad was like, "Cool, baby. You go get that baby." See what I did there? So my mom left. Mind you, um, they had settled down in a village, in a very small village. And probably we were top five richest people. And we were living in a madhouse. Um, it was not grass thatched. It had iron sheets, but it was a madhouse. And the rest of our shamba was just crops, trees, and all of that stuff, flowers, and all these nice things. So my mom packed her bag. Basically, the bag they used to pack around the time I was born, there was a napkin. I don't know if you guys know what a napkin is. And then those panties that had like nylon inside. So those were the diapers of those days. So she packed two of them. Um, Hand me down clothes from my siblings, I think. Not sure, not so sure. And then she left. 9 months pregnant, she started walking. Like I said, a very small village, no proper roads, no available means of transport, no phones. So the trick is to just walk until you get to the main road and then take a matatu to the nearest hospital. The matatus that were then, it was those box face me kind of matatus. So my mom left. She went through the thickets and all of that stuff. She wanted to get to like a district hospital, a nice place they could bear me, I guess. But then through those chuchochoros, quote unquote, she started to labor. I was like, "Mama, I'm coming out. I'm tired of being in the dark. I want to see some light. It's my time, and I'm getting out now." So my mom was like, "No, So she sat on the ground and she was crossing her legs so that she's able to get to the hospital before I came up. And I was over there, at the door. I'm like, bro, a party is waiting for me out here. So in the process of all that, a village mate came through, helped her walk to the she was almost to the roadside anyway. So a village mate came through and helped her walk, carried the bag for her, and then got to the main road. And then trying by the time she was trying to find a matatu to the district hospital, Sharon was like, mama, this is it. So what she did, or what they did, is they got into the next matatu that came, and it was going to the opposite direction where the district hospital was. So, and where it was going, there was a village dispensary, which was all right, but it was a dispensary. My mom was ambitious. She was like, I'm gonna have my last born baby in a district hospital. But that's because she had all her babies in, you know, cool hospitals. So this stubborn one, again, I get to the road, I say, I need to be at a party. I'm not waiting. So they hop onto the next matatu. She's sitting there like, I don't know. I don't know if she was screaming or whatnot, but I just know I really wanted to come out. Luckily, the dispensary was not very far from where she was. It was like a 3-minute drive. She got there, went into the maternity, did the thing, came out, and then finally sent a boda. And by a boda, I don't mean like motorcycles that you guys see these days. I mean an actual bicycle. We used to have those, and then they had a seat at the back, and that was majorly our means of transport around the village. So they sent one to go home and grab my dad to come pay the hospital bill. A man like Lusambili came through quickly, faster. Number one, let me explain something to you. I have there's 5 of us. The first 3 are women, and then my brother, and then me. So I think this is hypothetical. I think when my mom and dad got my brother, they were like, "Ooh, let's try again. Maybe we get another boy, and then we have 3 daughters and 2 sons." And then they did, and then I came out. So my dad, the boda guy went to get my dad. My dad gets to the hospital, of course, pays the bill, but low key, I think he was disappointed that he didn't get a boy. Of course, I don't know if there were ultrasounds then, but I don't think we had the financial capabilities to go check out the gender for what my mama was carrying before. So they didn't know before. None of my siblings, they didn't know any of them. So my old man came, paid the bill, and my thug mom, my mom is the best. She gave birth to me, went and showered, washed me up or wiped me up and whatnot, wrapped me up really nice, and set out to go back home. Like this whole shenanigan of staying in the hospital for, I don't know, 2 days or 1 day or 3 days, she didn't know about it. It was just not in her vocabulary. So she's like, oh, my husband is here. He's paying the bill. I'm just going to prepare and head back with him. What did the mandem do? That's the big question. The mandem took mama's bag and stepped off. Like literally just walked off and left my mom. My dad walks so fast, by the way. That's a fun fact. Every time I'm walking with him, I have to run after him. So that was my mom that day. Fresh from delivery, with a baby girl that you probably thought was going to be a baby boy. And your husband is over there, and you're over here, fresh from the maternity. And she made it home. I usually wonder why they called me Sharon, though. Do you ever? But yeah, I'm a great baby. Because number 1, I was born on a Sunday. Because my number 2, I was born. Because number 3, I managed to charm my parents and my entire family, even though I was not a boy. Which is fun. I'm sure some people on the internet that know me personally are raising their eyebrow like, explain something, whatever. Yeah, that's how I was born. Pretty cool, right?